classic. We so classic, classic.
Yo, what is good, my brother? Lou Hall in the building. What's good, man?
What's good? How's everything?
Nada. Everything is lovely, man. We So Classic TV back on the scene once again.
Yes, sir.
All right, yo, Sadell, y'all, what's going on? Welcome to Is It Dope or Not movie review, man. Oh
Yes.
my God, yo, we watched a classic movie this past week, yo.
Super classic, man.
Man, oh man. So we're gonna cover this week. We covering the classic 1987 hit movie, Robocop.
Yes.
Yo. Damn, yo. When's the first time you saw Robocop, man?
Oh man. So I want to say it was after the movie came to VHS. So it came out in '87. So I want to say probably '88, because that was
88?
during, because that was during the time when it took a long time for movies to come to VHS.
That is definitely true. Now, what it should is like a week. It's for like a week and
Right.
shit. Yo.
And the movies, and next thing you know, it's on streaming services.
Should be coming out mad fast nowadays, man. It's ridiculous, yo.
Exactly.
Yo, so if this came out in '87, I honestly don't even remember the first time I saw it. It had to be. I don't think I saw it right after. I might have saw it like maybe 89, 90, maybe right around then. And I definitely saw it on TV. So I didn't see like the one that we just watched the other day. By the way, we're on Twitch. We're on Twitch also. We So Classic TV on Twitch. So Sunday morning, we mostly do it on Sunday mornings, but we actually watch the movie. So we actually watch Robocop on Sunday morning. And that's the first time I've seen that movie, honestly, since 89, 90, man. I haven't seen it since then. So it's just so crazy seeing it with just like the order. It was we'll get into it though, man. Oh man, but by the way, we are live, man, live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. Check us out every Tuesday night, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Recess and Prez, you know what I'm saying? Our normal co-hosts and shit. They're not here this week, but they're gonna be back soon and shit, man. So we're gonna hold it down, man. That's what we do.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. So dope or not review Robocop, man. Yo, we're gonna get into this shit, yo. So the first segment, we're gonna talk about the story, the overall story of the movie and shit. Talk about the overall story. So I mean, let's just talk about just the basic synopsis of Robocop and shit, man.
No doubt. So the basic synopsis, you got a rookie cop just starting the force that day, ends up, getting killed by some drug dealers, some hoodlums that just ravaged the town. Now, the crazy thing is about the movie, the cops in the movie, they are close to a strike. So, they're not really putting in any work on the streets. They really don't care. They want the town of Detroit to just go to hell in a handbag.
Oh, by the way, it's the movie set in Detroit. It's set in Detroit, right?
Yes.
In 1987. So it's looking like a fucking like a damn what you call them shits? I don't know. War zone. That's the word. Like a fucking wasteland. That should look crazy, man.
Yeah, man. And so this cop gets set up with a partner. They end up seeing some illegal activity going on, so they go to investigate it. And instead of them waiting on backup, they say, you know what, we're gonna take these guys down ourselves.
And we trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why they just fucking bum rushing? They ain't waiting for the backup or nothing, yo. They know these guys is on. Cause didn't they end up following them?
They did.
They followed them to the warehouse, right?
They followed them right to the warehouse.
Come on, man. They knew, and they was shooting at them like on the highway. They was busting shots on the highway. Exactly. So they knew it was like 10 of them motherfuckers in the truck, yo.
And the crazy thing is, they follow them to the same place that Freddy Krueger got killed in. By the parents.
Yeah.
Same exact set.
Yo, shout out to abandoned warehouses, yo. What the fuck is up with that shit? It's abandoned warehouse, fucking steam mill. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, so that happens, and they end up getting the rookie cop ends up getting found
Mm.
and murdered. He got straight
Mm.
murdered.
What's his name?
Murdered.
What's the name of the movie?
Um, um, what is his name? I can't think.
His name was it? Oh, Alex Murphy. Alex
Alex
Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah,
Alex.
Alex
Yeah, yeah,
Murphy.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
No
And his
doubt.
partner was
And yeah,
Ann Lewis, no doubt.
so they end up he ends up getting murked by these savages, these
Mm,
criminals, and
mm,
so meanwhile there's a company that takes over, which is basically like a government that
mm-hmm,
takes over the police department because they've been going on strike. So they take over the police department, and they decide there's this project they're working on that way they can get rid of the crime off the streets since the
mm-hmm,
cops ain't doing it.
mm.
And they since this cop just got murked, they found a prime a prime specimen for the project.
And this dude was
Um,
definitely dead, yo. I don't know, because then
dude
even
was
the
dead.
last shot, first of all, they shot him in his chest, and then the last shot, they shot him in his head, right?
Well, first, hold on. First, he shot his arm, his hand off.
They shot his
Shot
hand
his
off,
hand off.
yeah.
Shot his hand off. I mean,
Shot
you
his
see
hand
this.
off. Uh-huh.
Um, then they shot his arm off
Then
when
they shot his
they
arm
like
off.
they had these like subatomic machine guns. They were just
Oh my
like
god.
going in this huge shotgun. I mean, they was the black dude was hilarious in the movie, by the way. So yeah, they just blown to bits. Like you said, he got a shot with a head in the head. He
They
should
shot
have
him in
been
the head.
dead.
It's a headshot
But
at the end. Come on now.
when he arrived to the hospital, he still had a pulse. He still had some lifeline in him. So they doing some shocking.
Like, yeah, okay.
They airlifted him over
The
there.
airlifted him, right?
So he was trying to keep him, try to shock him to get him, keep him alive, and he ain't
Mm-hmm.
make it.
He didn't
So
make it. Now look, hold on. Now I was counting, I was doing the math. So they was at the warehouse by themselves. They had no
right,
backup. So
right,
they called for backup. They called for the other cops. I don't know if they didn't have no cell phones. So the other cops would have got there, and then they would have called for the EMS service, and then the
right,
EMS would have had to come. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So how much time is it taking? How much time? It's taking mad time, man. But anyway, go ahead, man. It's some bullshit.
That was a whole 2 to 3 hours that during that whole time, and he's still alive. But I digress. But yeah, so they use this murked up police officer body for this robot, and they want to put him on the streets as a Robocop. So they got to that, and then Robocop just started coming out of nowhere, kicking ass and taking names.
Cleaning up
Um,
the streets of Detroit and
ex-
shit,
exactly.
right?
But see, there's a twist to this whole movie.
Ooh, okay. What's the
See,
twist, man?
the twist is the guys, the criminals that actually shot him up, they were actually in cahoots with the government, which is OCP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
OCP. OCP. I was like OCP. I don't know. That's supposed to be some kind of like a slick shit because a cop. So instead of COP is OCP. I don't know. I don't know. But
I didn't think about that.
come
That's
on,
kind
man.
of that makes sense.
So the bad guys. So the twist was that the bad guys that as you say, Merc Robocop. they was working with the
The
basically
president
that
or the vice president.
that company they bought, but they said they had bought the police, the whole city or some shit, right? What the fuck was going
Pretty
on?
much, yeah.
They ain't explain that shit like precisely. They kind of rushed through that. I ain't really catch all of that whole thing about how they basically basically took over the government. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it's like they stepped in and overtook like the city government,
Right. Okay. The
which
city
is
government. Okay.
exactly.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then so we're watching RoboCop be a robot,
Mm-hmm.
and a slave to this government, but yet he's still part human. So
Mm.
these human feelings are starting to drum up with inside, and he's fighting, the human feelings versus the robot feelings, and it's a it's a dark twist. I would definitely say it's a dark twist.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then, I mean, once he finally gets his, his robo powers and shit, he just like cleaning up the streets, right? He just
Oh
fucking
yeah.
going after. Now, was he just fighting a crime? I can't remember. He just fighting crime, or he was like going after the guys that had got him and shit.
Well, first he was just fighting crime,
Okay.
and then basically he started having these flashbacks,
Mm.
and his partner, which was Officer Lewis, basically recognized that, okay, that's Murphy. That they used him to, be RoboCop. So when they did that, they ended up. She basically said something to him that kind of brought back these memories.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when he's like, you know what? Let me see something. So he starts remembering certain things, going into the police database, finds the criminals that killed him, and started going after them individually.
Yeah, to get their ass back, man. That was to
Yes.
get back. So now Alex Murphy. So I keep on RoboCop. Alex Murphy, the original cop, he had a wife and a son, right?
Yeah.
Did they ever explain exactly what happened to them?
Not in this movie, not in this one,
Okay.
because there's another RoboCop,
Got you.
to which we probably will watch it. And
we definitely gonna watch it.
Oh yeah.
But so they explained later on in the series what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So basically, but the way it looked, now did they even ever explain how long RoboCop was like unconscious or whatever and shit? Did they even explain that?
Not
or
necessarily.
dead or whatever the fuck. I mean, the motherfucker was dead, yo. I mean, come on, he was dead and shit, but
not necessarily, but it went through some phases.
Okay.
So it just so happened that one of the phases was New Year's. So we know that it went on into the following year,
right?
Because they had a party there and he was getting drunk and wilding out.
Very inappropriate office party and shit, by the way.
Right. Not safe for work, not HR friendly.
Oh, we didn't mention about how before they made the first prototype was that other robot.
Yeah.
With the machine guns on his chest and shit, right? And then so the original robot was like, it was just like a straight up like a robot and shit, you know what I'm saying, on two legs with a machine gun. And then they was doing a demonstration in the office, like trying to show. So this is a regular office setup. So they got the table, they got all the people with suits on and shit. And then they decided to test. I don't even know, to test it out on this like young kid and shit. It was just mad awkward, yo. They told him to do something, right? They told him to do some kind of.
They told him to take the gun and
point it at him. So the machine is like, "You have 20 seconds to put the gun down." He's like, "What the fuck? Yo, this is real and shit." They said, "I think you should put the gun down, son." He's like, "Okay." So he put the gun down, and the fucking robot is counting down. And then he's not stopping and shit. They try to pull the plug out. Yo, they shot the shit out that kid, yo.
Yeah. But you know what? When after looking at, because we look at things now with adult eyes.
No doubt.
So
allegedly adult eyes. Allegedly.
Yeah. So common sense wouldn't that have said like everybody bum rush the door to get out?
Yeah.
Instead of just standing there screaming, running in circles like a chicken with their head cut off.
Yo, I would have been out, yo. They would have never saw me again, yo. I'll tell you that shit, yo.
I would have been crawling under the table to make my way towards the door, tucking and rolling and running.
At least that black guy, there was like two black guys in there. At least one of them motherfuckers should have been out, yo. Come on, they know better than that, yo. They know better than that. They see this cop wilding out, and let me see the robot wilding out. But the crazy part about it, how they shot dude up, and then nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared.
They only cared about the robot, and it was the name of the robot was called Ed 209.
Ed 209. That's all they cared about was the robot. The dude is literally laying there on the table, fucking dead, and they's like, "Oh my god, now we gotta start all over again and shit."
Look at the money we lost. Not life lost. Look at the money we lost.
Somebody called an ambulance and shit. Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
Typical corporate mentality.
Typical, man. So you were saying, so RoboCop. So now he do this RoboCop, and now he's fighting these feelings. Now he's kind of remembering his human side, basically. Remembering his human side, remembering his family, remembering having. Oh, he wanted to go back to his old house and shit, right? His old apartment.
Yep.
Yeah, that was still like everything was still there. Everything, all the furniture, everything was still there. Like, I don't. That's kind of weird as shit though, but everything was still there. All the furniture. Then he's looking at even their old pictures and shit. I don't know why would you take the picture anyway? We'll see in part 2. But
yeah,
this part of part 2, like why should you take the pictures and shit? But anyway,
well, not necessarily, but it just touches on what happened.
Okay,
right
I
after
got
that.
you.
Yeah.
I got you. So he's having the flashback, and also by the way, so now his old partner, what the fuck is her name again? His old partner and shit.
And Lewis.
And Lewis. So now, like I said, she tried to get into his head and like, yo, you remember me? And he's starting to kind of remember her too. So now he's basically remembering his family. He's remembering his old partner. And he's remembering these fucking guys that tried to get him. Or the guys that fucking killed him and shit, basically. So now he's remembering them. So now,
yep.
Yeah, now we setting up for the get back and shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
So what's up, RoboCop, man? Got his get back and shit, yo. What's good, man?
He got his get back. He went after each one of them individually.
Mm.
And then the head guy, the one that really did the gunshot to the head.
Boddicker, right?
Yeah, Clarence Boddicker.
Clarence Boddicker, yeah. We'll get into that in the character part, but
oh yeah,
very good villain and shit, man.
And by the way, since we talked about this Clarence Boddicker dude, he was the one that actually was the main person working for OCP, Vice President of OCP. So basically, the vice president had him do some dirty work,
right.
For him. So there was another hot shot in the company that came up with the RoboCop program, because he saw that Ed 209 was just pretty much a piece of shit,
to say the least, right?
Exactly. So he jumped up the ladder and talked to the president. It's like, listen, I got this project. We ready to go.
I got it on smack. He trying to pull a Puffy and shit, yo. He trying to take over.
Take that. Yeah, man. So he ends up, since he was trying to get back at the young hotshot, he says, you know what? I'm gonna send somebody to take care of this dude. Send the guys Clarence to the crib and marked him, blew him straight to pieces.
Marked him, man. Oh yeah, because he shot him in his legs or something, right? Shot him in his legs, so the dude is on the ground, and then he had the grenade. He set the grenade on the table and shit.
Yep. That was savage.
I would have made it out there. I don't know. I would have found a way to make it out that fucking house, yo. I don't know what he was trying to do. Like he was trying to grab the grenade. I'd have been like, I don't know, man. I would have figured it out. Like, all right, I got to get out this fucking house, yo, some kind of way.
Nah, actually, I would have thrown it straight out the window.
The window was closed though. That's too much work. You best because the window was closed, the door is closed. So you got to grab the grenade and then crawl to the window, then open the window, then throw. That's mad work. You just go to the
door. I'm taking that thing and I'm launching it straight out the window.
That should have bounced right off the fucking window, right back at your ass. Yeah.
Just my luck.
Just my luck. Yo. God damn it.
Like some Wile E. Coyote type shit.
Oh man. But Boddicker was vicious though. Boddicker, they said he took the young hot shot out and shit, man. Took his ass out, man.
Oh yeah.
So now my man RoboCop, now he got to get his revenge on the whole crew. So who do you go after first? He went after the black guy first, or the the truck?
No, he went after the guy on the motorcycle.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was another guy. His name was Emil. Another one of the henchmen.
Yeah.
So he went after him first because he saw the picture when he went to the police database, and he recognized his face. So of course, RoboCop is used to having some sort of like computer on his face that can take all the information in. So he was going around trying to match face the face recognition. This is before face recognition on your iPhone came out.
Yo, a lot of this movie is before a lot of shit came out, yo.
Straight
Crazy,
up
man.
futuristic.
Or does that just mean that all of this shit has been in like development for like 30 years, but it's just now coming to the public? Maybe they've been using all that shit, yo.
Well, the best person to ask.
Who's that?
Homer Simpson and the rest of the Simpsons, because they predicted everything.
They predict all of that shit,
all the technology.
I thought you were gonna say Prez and shit, yo. I was like, oh, Prez now?
He might.
Oh, good.
But yeah. So so RoboCop, like I said, just goes after each one of them one by one. Finally catches up to him. And evidently he might have put these guys in jail because basically RoboCop came through and finally got the Clarence Boddicker dude. He broke up a cocaine warehouse. Cocaine was all over the place.
I don't even know what the fuck that was about. They had a whole fucking cocaine warehouse, yo. They was like mass producing cocaine. It was some wild shit, yo.
Now imagine watching this and seeing they mass producing in there, but yet I turn around and watch Snowfall and they cooking crack in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, come on, man. Like something they ain't adding up here and shit, right?
Math ain't math.
They was really getting it back then, man.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so he finally arrests Clarence, and what happens is Clarence spilled the beans, so he started snitching on OCP, saying OCP won the cops.
100% snitch. Yeah. That's the very definition of snitching and shit. He's committing the crime too, and then he fucking spilling the beans just to get out of it. Very definition.
Exactly. We see this all the time. Word to Tekashi 6ix9ine. But of course, in his case, when you do snitch, you get your ass whooped. And just like in the movie, Clarence Boddicker got his ass whooped. But what was crazy was, even though he told on him, he pretty much knew the head guy, which his name was Dick Jones. Dick Jones knew that he was probably going to spill the beans. And since he was the one that was all of a sudden over everything, he put a tracker on RoboCop.
Right.
Yeah, so, RoboCop ends up coming to OCP. He's like, yo, I'm going to take him out. He tried to take him out, but there was one problem. RoboCop was programmed with a set of directives. There was a hidden directive, which is Directive 6. And that Directive 6 was that he can't arrest or go to try to arrest anybody that's part of OCP at all. So once that happened, he started it started an automatic shutdown. That was his quote unquote insurance policy. So he already decided, okay, you know what? We're going to have the cops come and meet you here. Had the cops pull up. So he had the cops open fire on RoboCop. He's getting blasted. He's like taking shots everywhere. And then all of a sudden, Officer Lewis comes and saves the day, scoops him up and takes him to another abandoned warehouse.
This whole fucking city is full of abandoned warehouses and shit, man.
The city of Detroit, man.
Clearly, man.
So once that happened, of course, like I said, he had a tracker on him. So since he had a tracker, they tracked him, had Clarence and the Cinchman go after him. And this is where it went bananas. They came through. There was a wild car chase. Yo, there was some toxic waste. So one of the henchmen, Emil, ends up running into like this toxic waste dump during this chase. And that toxic waste basically deformed him. I mean, made him look like Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing. I was gonna say fucking Toxic Avenger and shit, yo.
But yeah, and I mean, his skin was falling off.
Mm.
So he was like running in the middle of the street. He seen one of the other henchmen, his homie, and he was just like, yo, get off me, man. You sick, man. Get off me, man. So he disowned him, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, yo.
And you see what loyalty ain't real out here in these streets.
Definitely not. Definitely. Listen, man, we dealing with henchmen. When you dealing with henchmen and all of this, they like, look, man, we got obviously self-preservation at all costs, yo. Clearly, that's what's going on here, man.
So, this guy, he ends up, trying to get some help still. He's all deformed from this toxic waste. And all of a sudden, he runs into the middle of the street. And Clarence, with his car, is running with his car. And all of a sudden, bam! And I mean, he blasted him so hard. And probably the toxic waste made his skin so soft to where his head rolled.
His head came off, man.
His head came off and rolled all over the car.
What you got me watching, man? That shit was crazy though. That was a good ass kill though and shit, man.
Oh yeah. So then the chase scene ends up ending. Cars are flipped over, they end up in the water. And the other henchman just all of a sudden just knew how to operate a crane to drop some heavy metal on top of Robocop.
Oh my god.
I just don't know where the skills come from. I mean, the last time I saw that, that was in the Matrix. They hooked up and they programmed some weaponry type of stuff in his file in his head. I don't know how he was able to.
I don't know what that was about, yo. Obviously, or maybe he was a construction worker in the past. Maybe that's how it was. He was a construction worker in the past. Before he was a henchman, he was a construction worker, so he knew how to operate the crane.
Hey, that could be too. Or hey, maybe he went to a 2-year college.
Maybe it was a 2-year college. Yeah, maybe with the henchman school and shit, man. Maybe henchman school. They teach you like everything you might need to know. So they teach you how to be like how to do like how to drive any vehicle. They teach you how to fucking work a crane. They teach you how to do all that stuff, man.
There we go.
Henchman school. That's it. Okay.
Why do we not have one here?
I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe you got to know how to find it and shit on the dark web or something. Fucking henchman school, man.
But yeah, so basically, guess who saves the day again? Officer Lewis.
Officer Lewis to the rescue.
Ends up having one of these stationary tactical guns. Shot up the crane. That guy died. And so Clarence, after he crashes his car, he's coming over to Robocop because Robocop is like pinned down with some metal. And he's like, I'm gonna take him out. So he took a metal pole and stuck it right in his chest.
Nice.
And then when he
you get mad excited about that point, yo. What's going on, man?
I'm just saying, man, I love the movie. So even after he got stuck in his chest, the same little weapon thing that he used to get all the information from the computer database on his hand, it was like a small point. He took it, bam, and basically stuck it up his neck and got him dead.
Yes.
So after that, this whole thing with OCP, he ends up going to the OCP company and see now the president has no idea. The president and the board members have no idea what's going on in the background.
Right.
So he pulls up. Another Ed 209 is standing there and he blows that window. He knew what the deal was.
Right.
So once he blew him up, went upstairs. And so when Clarence was spilling his guts, he actually put that in record mode. And he ended up playing it for everybody to hear. And remember, I told you he had this directive 6, where he can't arrest the officer of OCP. So the Dick Jones guy ends up taking the president as hostage for a quick second. And he told him, he was like, yo, you're fired. As soon as he said, you're fired, they automatically said that Directive 6 went away. He said, thank you. And said, bam, shot him. So when the guy he shot him several times and he fell through the glass from the top floor, right? So what was crazy was I didn't understand how he was falling and his arms just like automatically grew like we watching Freddy Krueger. Y'all remember the first one where he's in the alley chasing
He
the
was in
girl
the alley,
and his
right? You
hands
remember that shit,
grow.
right? Yeah, that's
And he's like,
exactly what the fuck was going on, man. We'll get into that in the visuals and shit, the visual section, man.
so yeah, but that was the end, and he was like, "What's your name, son?" And instead of him saying RoboCop, he says
hmm
Murphy, which
Murphy.
means he got all his memory back.
Nice, 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 nice. Man, so that's basically, like I said, that was the gist. That's basically the entire movie in a nutshell. So, like,
Yep.
so as far as the story goes, was the story dope or was it not to you?
To me, I'm gonna have to go with dope. I'm gonna have to go with dope.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, man. It was definitely
Yes.
was a dope ass story, man. Definitely was a dope ass story, man.
Oh
And
yeah.
now as far as the characters go, so now we got they said we got Peter Weller's playing Alex Murphy slash RoboCop. Um,
hmm
like I said, to me, his character was dope. I definitely liked his character, man. In the beginning, he's a little weird in the beginning, man. Especially like his first day, and he meets his new partner, Ann Lewis, and he's like, "Oh, I got it. I'm driving and shit. It's her town, her station. He's his first day." And he kind of, trying to pull in that man role. Like, nah, I got it, Toots. I got it. Shit. I got the Yo, but once he turned to RoboCop, man, like I said, his character, I mean, RoboCop is iconic character. Like,
hmm
I think people, especially if you our age and maybe probably from, I don't even know who can recognize, maybe everybody 30 and up probably can recognize RoboCop throughout the whole world and shit, man. And he even made an appearance in WCW in 1990 and shit. He came to the help of Sting and shit in WCW, man. But RoboCop is all over the place. We're talking from like the toys, the comic books, fucking lunch boxes, and all that shit. So
Yep.
RoboCop is definitely a dope ass character to me and shit. How about you, brother?
I feel the same way. I remember having the RoboCop action figure back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So the action figure had, you remember like these cap guns back in the day. So basically, his gun was, they made it so it was lifelike. So it was like if you pulled a thing like a cap gun,
Okay.
it would fire off, and you would smell just like a cap gun. So it
Oh
would just be
wow.
popping off. Yes, yes. Um, yeah, man. So, um, I really think the character was definitely one of the best. I would definitely say one of the best. Um, that back in that time period. Let's say that back in that time period. And now, he's more recognizable. He's actually even in video games, Mortal
Mm-hmm.
Kombat. You can
Yeah, I
play him,
didn't
of
even
course.
know that till recently. I didn't even know that shit. I was like, oh,
Yep.
RoboCop is in Mortal Kombat? Oh, that's what's up, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
what's up. That's what's up.
Um, and I mean, they continued on with it because they had three movies after that.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk about the third one, but
Right. I gotta see that third one now. You always talking shit about it. I gotta see that third movie, yeah.
okay, at your own risk. But
Gotta
they
see
even
it,
had a
man.
remake in the late 2000s. I want to
Was it
say
like
maybe
was it
11,
2014? Something like that. I don't think it was
maybe
that long ago. I think it was like 2014 or something.
maybe. All I know is I remember I got the bootleg
Mm,
back in the day when the bootleg DVDs.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did you watch
um,
it? You saw
yeah,
it? Did
definitely
you?
watched it.
How was it?
It was okay,
Okay.
for what it
Okay.
was,
For what it was. For what it
yeah,
was.
for what it was.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Um, but yeah, the character RoboCop,
100. Yeah,
yes,
definitely dope, man. Definitely
definitely.
dope. And we could run through some of like the side characters because he was obviously the main character, the
Right,
main protagonist of the woman, Ann Lewis, his partner. You know what I'm saying?
right.
She was pretty cool. Ann Lewis was pretty cool, man. How'd you feel about her overall?
Yeah, she was actually pretty cool. I think she played her role really well. What was crazy to me though, and we both pointed this out. If y'all want to reference this back to our live stream of the movie, she was just being like very all into her partner. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like real quick, just like off the first meet.
off the
and just
first
like
meet, very open and smiling all in his face and like
exactly,
very inappropriate. Very inappropriate behavior
exactly,
for your partner and shit.
exactly. What? Wait a minute. I mean, we all know we've seen these cop shows, seen these cop movies where the partner gets interested in his partner, and
That is
they
true.
do what they do.
But the first day, the first meeting,
Love at first sight.
that is true. Hey, whatever, man. But to me, she was dope, man, because she always had his back. You know what I'm saying? She always had his back, and even when
Facts.
Robocop is losing he lost his memory. He doesn't remember his human side at all. He just remembers that he's Robocop, and she's kind of
Mhm.
bringing that out of him. Like, no, like you're Alex Murphy, and so you're my partner, Alex Murphy. So she always had his back. So I definitely give her props for that.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Without a doubt, man. So shout out to her, man. Who they got next on the bill? The basically everybody that worked at OCP. They have the old man. You had Dick
Yep.
Jones. What about that? How you
Dick
feel
Jones.
about that?
Dick Jones, man, he was like this smug asshole. Like, I'm gonna basically you're gonna do it my way, and if you don't, I'm gonna kill you.
Right. See, to me, he had more power and more lines than the old man. To me, the old man was not. He was a not for me. I wasn't feeling the old man. I don't know. He just didn't have too much going on in the movie. They like rarely showed him. It kind of made it like Dick Jones was the guy with all the power and shit.
But that's like that with everything. Like if you have the older guy who's the president, but then you have the vice president who's a little bit younger.
Well,
It seems
old
like
too. He's
I
just
mean,
as old
yes.
as him.
No, I think the president looked way older. Like
These
he
guys
looked
look
like
mad. I'm looking at their
he was
pictures
on his
right
way
now.
out.
They were some old ass men, yo. One was 80, one was fucking 78. Come on, man.
Okay, you got a point. You got a point.
Maybe they should have made Dick Jones a little bit young. Oh, you know what? Maybe he was young. Maybe he's just an old white man that aged poorly and shit.
That's true too.
That is true. That is true. But so for me, Dick Jones is definitely dope. Dick Jones is a dope character. For me, the old man was the not for me, man.
Oh yeah.
Old and the other dude was Bob Morton. That's the dude that Monica went to go kill at his apartment.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was funny to me. I kind of like him and shit, but he made me stick the
He
coke off the
was just
stripper.
like this.
Of the stripping
Right.
breasts and shit. He didn't give a shit, yeah.
Now he was more or less like the prick. You always got the smug asshole, and you got the prick.
Right.
The prick that thinks he's top dog, young, hot shot. He's like, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm young. I'm wild, wild and dangerous.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think, I guess the way they built the character, I didn't like him too much. I really didn't.
Okay.
Really
you didn't like him. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I really didn't like him.
So he's definitely a not for you. Okay. He's
Yeah.
dope to me. He's funny. He's a funny dude, man. I like the shit. Mad inappropriate, but he's a funny guy, man.
Right.
We had Sergeant Reed. That was the stereotypical. We was pointing out, we was watching the movie.
Man.
Stereotypical 80s yelling fucking police captain and shit.
Right.
Every movie, every TV show had one.
Everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I wasn't really feeling him, man. He was kind of weak. He was like a weak ass character, man. What was that one scene I was talking about where they was coming in basically telling him what to do? Oh, when the OCP dudes came in.
Yep.
Yeah, and they telling him what to
Robocop.
do. Yeah, I'm like, yo, like, dude, like, say something and shit. He not even saying nothing, man. I was like, they kind of took his balls away a little bit, man. I wasn't feeling that, man.
A little bit?
A little bit, a lot of bit.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling that too much. So Sergeant Reed is a not for me, man.
Yeah, he's definitely a not for me. He just looked weak, and I didn't like that portrayal because it was like you said, it's the typical every single movie,
every single one got the yelling ass black police sergeant. What are you doing? Get down from here! Blah, blah, blah. Like, shut the fuck
and
up,
you know
yo.
what? There was a movie that basically was making fun of all these action movies, which was called Last Action Hero. And they did the exact
That's
same
who that was
thing.
that black dude, the heavy set black guy. He's kind of heavy. I know what you're talking about. I can't. He was in a lot of
Yeah,
movies.
he
He
was
was
in a
like the
lot of
yelling
movies.
that was Last Action Hero. I was trying to think of what movie I saw that guy in. It
Yeah.
was that shit. You're right. I think
Yep.
that was Lethal Weapon for some reason and shit.
But it made fun of Lethal Weapon, and they had the
Right.
same thing where the angry uh, police chief
right.
yelling and
Yelling and carrying on and shit, man.
exactly.
But nah, everybody else in the all the other cops, they damn they didn't have any lines and shit. So they
Nah.
they was just like extra bodies with guns and shit. They really didn't have nothing to do or say throughout the movie, man.
Right.
I guess the last kind of group of like main characters was the group was
Right.
the henchmen, the main henchmen. So
Right.
we had Bodica, we had Nash. Nash was the dude that was in the tower.
Yep.
We had the black guy was Johnson. Shout out to Johnson, yo, he's funny ass dude, man. You had a Mill, and you had Kaplan. Kaplan was the Asian looking kind of dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like for me, like I said, Bodica was the man. I love Bodica. Bodica, that
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
Kirkwood Smith, and he's the guy from that 70s show, the father from the 70s
Yep.
show.
He is.
Yeah, yo, that dude was the dope. He's one of the best. He was one of the
Oh,
best
yeah.
like characters in that entire movie. To me, he's second only to Robocop. He was amazing.
agree.
He did an excellent job, excellent portrayal of this asshole, you know, henchman leader and shit, man. So he's definitely dope for me, man. He get a dope for me.
And then what was crazy was they didn't have him. He was like this straight up henchman mercenary.
Mhm.
He wasn't this dude with no big old muscles
Nah.
and you know he ran it just to, you know, when he looked, he was a skinny smart dude with glasses and
Yep.
yeah,
But
he
he was
had people
fucking
afraid.
dangerous as shit, mad dangerous,
Exactly.
man. Like, don't fuck with him, yo. Like this man Nash and shit. Nash was, he was all right. He didn't have too much personality to me, you know.
He's
To me,
just regular.
his best scene was dying, getting blown up in the towers and shit,
Right.
and working the crane, yo. We still trying to figure out how he worked the crane. He got his fucking he got his degree of henchman and shit. So I guess that's how he figured it out. So
And then
it
if you
was
could tell in the club scene where RoboCop went after him in the club, he
right.
was high off cocaine too.
Yeah.
You could tell.
The cocaine was flowing in this movie,
And
100%.
yes.
80s cocaine was definitely flowing, man. So how about you? Is a dope or not for Nash?
I might have to go more towards not.
Towards not. Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going towards not. Obviously, dope. I got to give dope to my man Johnson, man. I got to give dope to Johnson, yo, the black dude and shit, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I don't. It was Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. That's his name and shit.
I thought it was Joe.
All it said, maybe that's his
Maybe.
fucking first name. All it says is Johnson on the IMDb. That's all it says and shit, yo.
Okay, well, hey, we'll keep him as Johnson.
Is that the same dude? Maybe it's not the same dude. I don't know who the fuck this dude is, yo. I think that
said,
was him.
From what I saw, it said his name was Joe Cox.
Oh, that was Joe Cox?
Joe P. Cox.
Joe P. Cox?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was Joe Cox. I'm looking at the wrong black dude and shit. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the wrong black dude. I'm mad racist, yo.
Johnson is the was he the police chief?
Nah, he wasn't the chief. But the angry dude?
Yeah.
No, that was Sergeant Reed. Reed.
Sergeant Reed. Okay.
Robert Duquois. I don't know who the fuck Johnson is. I don't know who the fuck this dude is, yo. Who the fuck is Johnson?
I don't remember. Yo, that's mad racist.
Johnson, yo. I don't know who this dude is, yo.
Every black dude is not a Johnson.
Some random ass black dude. Okay, Joe Cox and shit. Yes, Jesse Goins is Joe Cox. Yeah, that was my guy. That's my guy. He's definitely a dope for me, man. He was just a funny guy. He had a funny ass laugh, and and he was the main one fucking with Robocop when they killed him the first time and shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Shout out to him, man. He's a dope for me, man.
Oh yeah, definitely dope. He kept the comedy
100%.
going. He was hilarious.
Yo, and to me, Emil too. I don't know. I like the Emil as a henchman too, man. He was just wild. He was just a wild ass dude.
Yeah,
he didn't give
that was
fuck,
a wild
man.
boy.
He's a wild. So Emil's a dope for me as well, man. I don't know,
Oh
man.
yeah.
And then the other dude too, was it Kaplan and shit, the Asian looking dude, whatever the fuck he was and shit. He
Oh
was just
yeah.
bucking shots, yo. He doesn't give a shit. To me, the whole henchman crew was pretty much, except for the boring ass old white dude and shit, but all the rest of them, man, they was about it, man. They wasn't playing
Oh
no
yeah.
fucking games, man. They was taking over that whole city, yo. Because then even after they killed Robocop and they just out on the town, they in the clubs and shit, they popping
Yep.
bottles, sniffing coke off of strippers, man. They was living a life, yo.
Yep, I agree. And fun fact about this that guy, if you remember, he was actually in Lethal Weapon 4.
Okay. Oh, Kaplan dude?
Yep. He was
Okay,
in
that's
Lethal
who.
Weapon 4. He played two roles. He was a henchman
Of
and
course he was.
right. And he was also a detective. Detective Ing. So he was when they were trying to find the ones that came over on the slave ship on ship from China.
Yeah, China.
Yeah, so he was one of the ones that was helping investigate,
Got
and
it.
he ended up getting killed though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, bro. You said he was two parts, and then he what? Then he
Oh,
came
he
back
was
as
a
a.
henchman. He was a henchman. You really couldn't tell. You had to be one of
Oh.
those that just like paid attention.
So did he get two checks and shit? He's playing two different roles.
I would hope he did, or maybe one big combined one.
Did they run out of extras? I'm so confused. Why they just? Oh, what's he doing? Come on, guy. We need another body over here. Like what the fuck, yo?
Listen, it's better than having a movie that has special effects and special effects written on the
Yo,
special
stop
effects.
it. Don't do it. Don't talk about Velocipasta. Nah, we ain't talking about Velocipasta. We're not insulting Velocipasta. We're not doing that today. Velocipasta is a classic movie. One of the greatest movies of all times. Continue. Yo, man. All right. So as far as the characters go, there's only one more character that I want to transition over. So we're gonna talk about his character, and then he's gonna transition over into the dialogue section and shit. So it's a running theme throughout the entire fucking movie where they all watching this one TV show with a dude with the glasses on with the girls, and he had the infamous line. I'll buy that for $1. Yo, shout out to that dude. You said that was a real show that was on?
Yeah, from my understanding, that was a real show that they was watching.
A real show. That shit. I love the fact that they just watching this one. Every character is just watching this one show throughout the entire movie and like all different TVs and even Emil when Emil was outside the fucking the TV store when they was having the riots and shit, and he was just watching it on the day. It was just on the screen. Just right. I'll buy that for $1. So as far as to me, that shit was hilarious. So like I said, that goes into the dialogue part. To me, the like I said, the overall dialogue for the movie was it was cool. It had a couple of funny ass lines in it and shit. It had some serious stuff. It had some funny stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of it's like I said, for the dialogue go, like Alex Murphy, all the interactions between him and Ann, there was like really good moments, man. They had some really good, like realistic moments of like I said, this woman who's, you know, even though it was only a partner for a day. I mean, I don't know, maybe they could have made it like they was together for like at least a month, at least a month. like she had this fucking deep bond with him, yo. She LJ Luho, I keep saying it was a day. It wasn't a day. It was honestly, it was like an hour.
Because he literally got there and they went out on the first run.
And then they ran into the group.
And he got murked.
He got murked and shit. She knew this dude for like an hour, yo. But anyway, besides all of that, she had like a really deep bond with Alex and shit. So even though say after he dies and he comes back to life as Robocop, you know, it's kind of endearing to see her like just trying to get this out of him, trying to make him remember. You know, make him remember like, yo, like you're Alex Murphy. They made you this. This is not who you are. You're Alex Murphy. And then, you know, it's cool to see him finally catching on. But we see a lot of these movies where somebody is like hypnotized or like they're in some
Yep.
kind of trance or something, and then you see the other person trying to make them remember. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this
I
is one of the
agree.
early ones. This is one of the early ones that did that. I'm sure a lot of movies follow this path, you know, throughout. So that was pretty cool, man. So for me, as far as like definitely the dialogue between those two, that was my favorite part of the movie and shit. Was just
I agree.
their interaction and their, you know, just their love for each other after 1 hour of knowing each other. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it
Right.
is, man. You can love somebody after an hour and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You
Ain't
know,
nothing wrong with it.
people love many people for an hour, right? That's a typical thing, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then, you know, don't even don't even know each other, and then they get together and marry each other. You know what
No
I'm saying?
doubt. Hey, that's a whole thing too and shit, man.
Yep.
You got any other lines or like conversations, anything that like stands out to you throughout the movie?
No, I think that was the big one. That was the
Mhm.
big one. Oh. So they were in the remember Clarence was in the warehouse,
Okay.
and there was this other guy that he was talking to, which his name
Right.
was Sal.
Right.
So,
That was
yo,
now this is the big cocaine warehouse, right?
yeah, the big
The
cocaine
the
warehouse.
cocaine manufacturing warehouse. Got you.
Um, so what was so crazy was it was so nasty. So, my man Sal had a glass of wine.
Oh God.
Clarence took the wine, stuck
Disgusting,
his
yeah.
2 fingers in the wine,
Disgusting.
and sniffed it. And then once he did that, the guy Sal sat there and drunk it
Come on, man.
right behind him. He put, you don't know where them 2 fingers have been.
You don't know what
You
that
don't
shit
know.
is, man. Come
You
on,
don't know
man.
where. That's just nasty. And he's a henchman, so I'm
Come on.
sure.
Come on, you know he's doing some
You
henchman
can
shit.
exactly.
Some nasty henchman shit.
You can kind of visualize it. You're like, I ain't gonna go into it. But then he told him, I will stick my foot so far up your ass, you'll be shitting snow for a whole year.
Hilarious, yo.
Yo.
That was dope ass line and shit. But so now this dude, this is his LaSalle, this is his cocaine manufacturing warehouse. So we got all
Yeah.
of his people was all around, and it's just Bonica. It's only a couple of them. Like just the main henchmen. It was like 4 of them, like 4 or 5
Oh
of
yeah.
them against like 10, maybe even 20 or 30. And they was like, they were 20, 30. All right, he's like, all right, take it easy, guys. Like he's scared of this fucking 4 guys, yo. Like, what the fuck, man?
It's like guns.
He
Come on,
fucking-
Sal.
But that's when Robocop came in to bust everybody ass,
Yep.
right? Yeah, man.
Hey,
Took
yo,
everybody out.
that scene was funny too because the way that Robocop was shooting,
Mm.
yo, he was just like he was doing these no look shots, just like boom, boom. And he said,
Oh, by the way,
dramatic.
shout out to Robocop's endless amount of bullet gun and shit. I don't know what that was about. Yo. Like this motherfucker had he never refilled his clip or anything ever throughout the whole movie. He just had an endless amount of like he's playing Grand Theft. Shit, I can't even say GTA because you gotta refill the gun in GTA at least. You run out of bullets and shit.
But there's codes.
There are codes and shit. Oh man, but some of the other dialogue that kind of stuck. I mean, I did, like I said, I like all the stuff with the like not the old guy, Dick Wolf. Dick Wolf's character, you know, his
Yeah.
like, you know, showing he was. I said to me, he was the boss. He was the boss and shit, and he didn't take no shit. He ain't take no shit, especially when the young dude trying to run up on him, trying to take his spot. He had to send Monica after that ass and shit. Oh, because then they had the old dude. They had Dick Wolf on the TV screen and shit, right? Talking to him. They put like a DVD or something in. I don't know what the fuck he did. Maybe he's talking to him on the TV and shit.
I don't know about Dick Wolf.
I
know about Dick Jones. No, I know Dick Wolf does. Like,
yo, shout out to Dick Wolf, man. Let me get a job,
Yeah.
Dick Wolf. SVU or something and shit. Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, that's his brother. Dick Wolf and Dick Jones' brothers and shit, yo.
There we go.
Could be.
Yeah, we
Could
put
be a lot.
Hey, we just put the pieces of puzzle together.
You want to say put the dicks together, wasn't you? You gotta grow up, man. Yo, you gotta grow up, man. Got it. Yo, shout out to Dick Jones though, man. Shout out to Dick Jones. Like I said, good character, man. He had, like I said, he
Shout out
had
to
a lot
all
of
the
good,
dicks in the world, man.
all the dicks in the world. He had a lot of good lines going and shit. But for me, that was pretty much the majority of it as far as like the dialogue goes and the lines and everything. And last thing, maybe or second to last thing is the visuals. The visuals, special effects, man. Yo, shout out to the special effects crew. So doing the research, I kind of find out that most of these, first of all, everybody, I don't know if you ever looked into them, the director, the writers, and the special effects guy, they all worked on all the same shit in the future. Starship Troopers, all the Robocop stuff, they all stayed together.
Wow.
And it's crazy. So they all did like Starship Troopers, and like I said, the people that did the cinematographer and the DP, they all did Starship Troopers and all the future Robocop movies, cartoons, video games, they did all of that shit, TV shows, they did everything. So like this, the special effects, especially for watching some shit from 87, they did an excellent fucking job, yo. Excellent job, man. Like I said, when they killed the random ass dude in the office and shit with the what's the fucking robot name? T1000, T1010. What's his name?
A209.
A209.
He said
Troy 203 and shit.
Wrong robo movie.
You know what I'm saying? When they shot the dude up in the office, man, just that they trying to see all the bullet holes in his chest. Yo, they did their fucking thing with the special effects in this movie, man.
Yo, they shot my man so hard he started doing the Macarena.
He's doing the Macarena shit. I'm dead in the fucker. They killed that dude, yo. I love it. I think my favorite part of the movie. That shit, I don't know if it was meant to be funny. I don't think it's meant to be funny. That shit was hilarious, yo.
No, it wasn't, because
unintentionally funny.
Let me tell you, when that movie came out, man, it was all on Entertainment Tonight. It stirred up so much controversy.
Wow.
They were actually going to have it rated NC-17.
I believe
because of all the violence.
I believe
and then they cut it out. But then now they have brought now the director's cut, and that's what they show now.
Oh,
and they show all these other.
What we saw was the director's cut and shit.
Yes,
got it. When they added all of that shit back in. Okay, I got it. Makes sense. Yo, that MPAA is seeming like some bull. I'm watching this podcast right now. This video podcast about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then like just how the what is it? The MPAA like just fucking. All like all pun intended. They tried to massacre the movie and try to cut mad shit out and like refuse to like give them a rating, and it's crazy, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know if all that shit flies. I'm assuming they don't. That shit is not the same anymore. I don't think, or maybe because they be doing all kind of shit now, yo.
There's lines and envelopes that have been pushed.
Okay.
That allows some of the stuff, because like if you see TV now, before there were certain words you wouldn't hear a curse word uttered 100%. Other than damn or hell.
Yeah.
Now it's be this and fuck. No, they don't say the fuck.
No, yes they do say fuck. They say fuck on TV. You can say fuck. From what I heard, you can say, because I mean they did it on The Walking Dead. You can say fuck. I think it's once. Maybe I don't know if it's once a season or once or something. You could say fuck once. So, but you can't say fuck. Yeah, because I think Rick was supposed to say it at the end of the season. Oh, I don't know if you remember. I was watching The Walking Dead when they was that's when Rick and them was all together before Glenn died. I didn't watch it after Glenn died, but where they had locked them in like a they was locked in like they was locked in like a trailer. That's when
when they was locked in before they had them come out to make that decision.
Yeah, and then Rick was supposed to say they fuck with the wrong. Some shit he's supposed to say.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he said it, but he was supposed to say it. For some reason he didn't. But they said he could say it. He could say it, but I think they chose not to. But he could say it. They said so. That's when I found out. So you could say fuck like once. But that's not the MPA. That's isn't that the FCC with TV?
Yeah, with TV is the FCC.
It's FCC.
That's right.
Yeah. But I don't know. Even like all of that shit, they just do. They have all kind of shit on TV now. Mad graphic ass sex scenes and
Oh
all kind
yeah,
of shit, yo. Like, so they just. I don't think it really matters anymore. You can just do whatever the fuck you want to do, basically. I guess.
because a perfect example,
Mm-hmm.
Lovecraft Country.
Right.
Perfect example. They
What they
they
do
let
Love
it
Our
slide.
Country?
The scenes where rest in peace to
Michael K.
what's my man
Williams.
name? Michael K. Williams. Yeah, his scenes when they went to like he was in the back alley with the guy. They wouldn't have let that fly back
Right,
then.
right,
But
right.
then
Yeah, yeah,
now,
yeah, yeah.
you look at Empire had a kind of like the same type scene
Okay.
where Jamal was, getting blown like
Mm,
in the like in one of the tunnels
okay.
of the place. They
Mm.
wouldn't have let that, and it was crazy because you're watching this and you're seeing this happen, and it's like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, ain't this supposed to not? This is
Like,
on
what the
Fox.
fuck is going on here, yo?
Like
What the
that's the most Fox is the most conservative network
I know, right?
ever, and you. So I think they are letting the stuff fly, and
Yeah.
if you watch one of the latest episodes of South Park, they
Oh, forget
they
about
be
it.
letting it fly
South Park,
instead of
man.
just
They've been just doing whatever and shit on South Park, man. They've been doing whatever.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they get a lot of scrutiny, but I don't. Maybe they make them so much money they don't give a shit, yo. They don't give a shit, man.
you're right.
But like I said, so RoboCop overall as an overall movie, I'm gonna give it a dope. I'm gonna definitely give it a dope for overall, man.
Mm.
Like, how you feel about it? Dope or not, brother?
Yep, absolutely dope.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
I told you before we even started watching it,
hmm
you know, I had seen it like a bunch of times this year. Like it
That's
came
crazy.
on so many different
Wow,
places,
that's
from
wild, yo.
Pluto to
Mm-hmm.
um, Roku
Mm.
to yeah. It just whenever it's on, I just watch it.
Pop it on and shit. That's what's up. Like I said, for me, I haven't seen it since fucking 89, 90. I haven't seen it ever since then. So I loved it, man. I loved it. It was great getting back into it and seeing it again. And now I
Yes.
have to see the next. I got to see RoboCop 2 and RoboCop 3. I got to see
Yep.
him. I have to see him and shit now. I got to see how the story continues. But Alex Murphy and his robot love affair with his partner and shit, man. I got to see if the love affair continues. They have little robot babies and shit, man. I'm curious, man. If
Yeah.
any of the any of the henchmen, they make a comeback and shit. Who knows, man? Maybe they can make them like fucking Robo Botica. I don't know, man. They can bring them from the dead and shit, man. But
We never know.
we never know. We never know, man. But like I said, overall, 2 thumbs up, 2 dopes up
Yes.
for RoboCop from me. Lou Hall, you know what I'm saying? He definitely give it his praise, so he give it a dope as well. And
Actually, you know what?
what's up?
Uh, I'm gonna give it 2 bricks of cocaine up.
Woo! Two, I'm gonna give it 2 lines off a hooker's ass and shit. Oh, man.
Well, I don't know because the 2 bricks that street value is like maybe like 4 million.
I don't know why you know that. I
So
don't know. I don't know why
don't
you
don't
know that.
don't do
I don't
not
know
ask
why
me.
you
I
know that.
do not know why.
Yes, I don't know why you know
I
that.
don't know
But
why.
anyway,
Anyway,
yo, so y'all want to check it out, man? Like I said, we did the watch along. We actually watched the movie. It's on our Twitch channel. We So Classic TV on Twitch. Just search for that. You can watch us. We was watching the movie and shit, man, having a good time on a Sunday morning, which
Mhm.
we do most Sunday mornings, man. 9 a.m. Sunday morning. We be up early, man. You know, so we a bunch of heathens and shit. So we just watch movies Sunday morning and shit. maybe Lou Hall go to church afterwards and shit, but we watching movies early in the morning and shit. And then we go on about our business, going about our day, man. So you can always check
Yes,
us
sir.
out there on Twitch. Check us out here on YouTube as well when we're not getting fucking removed and shit. That's why we can't even have no clips. Listen, we're not even playing that game. I'm not putting no
Nope.
clips, no pictures or nothing. They're gonna fucking take the shit down. So we're gonna just leave it like you're gonna just be looking at us and shit for the entire time, yo. Just until we get this shit popping, yo. Until we get established. They'll be taking us down and shit, man.
Right.
But man, for the most part, man, we here live on every Tuesday night, 9 p.m., 9:15-ish, whatever time. You know, we always around that 9 time, 9:15,
Right.
you know, 9:30-ish. You know, we here. We in the building live, man.
Exactly. And we got live too.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely do, man. That's why you gotta subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube, and get notifications of when we live. You know what? And listen, me and Lou Hall about to get this Switch popping, about to get this GTA 5 popping and shit. You gotta come through, man. You gotta come through to my crib. I got the crib set up in GTA. I got the club.
Set up?
I got the crib set up. I got the club is not really set up yet. I still gotta do some missions to get the club. But I was doing this mission the other night. I did this mission the other night with these guys, yo, because I couldn't do it by myself. I tried by myself. I couldn't do the shit. I just couldn't do it. So then I had to try to get some random ass dudes, and they came through. They came through, and we beat the mission and shit. So I'm like, damn, it's been nice if I'm fucking playing with somebody I know and shit. These dudes, they was cool dudes and shit. But and then I woke up this morning. I did another mission this morning. Then we had to drive to the fucking to the stash house and steal the drugs and shit. And you know, dudes is driving, you ride in the car with them, like you just hop in the car with them and shit. They just, oh my dumb ass, yo. So we did the one mission, we had to retrieve the RV, right? So then we retrieved the RV and we all get in the truck. So we gotta take the truck back to wherever we going. We gotta cross the highway and people was coming at us and shit, shooting at us, trying to get. My dumb ass, yo. I pressed the fucking triangle button. Thinking I'm gonna stand up in the fucking truck, and I jumped out the fucking car. I jumped out the fucking truck, and then somebody ran me over and shit, yo. I was like, yo, I'm so sorry, y'all. But luckily, I had an extra life and shit. So they came back to pick me up on the parkway and shit. And then I jumped and I was like, yo, I'm so fucking sorry. I don't know what I was thinking about. Why I just jumped out the fucking moving truck.
Yo, I had a situation last night. I didn't get on GTA. And that's I gotta tear myself away from Call of Duty, because I've been playing Call of Duty. And it was me, my boy Elias, boy Manny. We were playing, and basically, when you're playing that and playing zombies, you do these missions and you get these levels. Okay. And you know, like if you get like to level 40 or 50, that's a high level, and that's how you build up your guns and you know all that type of stuff, right?
Okay.
So we get to level 20, and like we're already tired. So this guy just randomly pops in on our game. I guess he knew, you know, Elias. He was just like, yeah, you know, helping us. He was telling us this trick on how to get more. There was like a glitch in the system. So, you know, we playing whatever. And we just, you know, we texting each other on the phone. Right. And he's like, yeah, I'm about to get out this game. I'm a little tired. He's like, yeah, I'm about to do that too. So then once we get done with one, we all exit out. Tell me why after we exit out, the dude is like trying to get us into another game. He's like sending us requests going to another game. Man, I kept pressing circle so quick to back out so I could be offline. And then he sent it to my PlayStation, and I got the notification. So then, yo, I just turned that bitch off.
Hilarious, like, yo. Come on, man. I just want to play, man. Just want to play another game and shit with his crew, man.
And I got to get sleep because I got to work.
I understand. I get it, yo. But have you started GTA yet?
No, I am gonna do that definitely this week.
Okay,
so I can start building up.
Yeah, so let me know because I think you gotta do it first before we get on together. You gotta do like one thing. You gotta do like maybe one like little mission, and then after you do that one little mission, and then you're able to like, you know, have people join your game and join. I don't know if I think you can always join other people's game, but now you got other people join your game. But you got to do that one little mission first in the beginning. So like for me, I picked the club owner, so I had to do something that had to do with the club and shit. I think I had to go. Oh, that's right. I had to go pick up all the staff. So I had to go, it was fairly easy. I had to go pick up the bartender and the DJ and the bouncer. I had to go pick them up from all over the place and shit. Big ass map, yo. That shit is mad big, man. So I had to go pick them up and I bought them back, and then that was it. So, but yeah, you gotta do something first, and then after you get that done, it'll let you know on the screen. It'll say, okay, now you're able to, add people to your game, enjoy people's game and shit. So then we were ready to rock and roll, brother.
Okay, most definitely.
So we're gonna be on Twitch, man.
Yes.
We So Classic TV. I don't know if I'm doing We So Classic TV. I might do it on my own Twitch channel. I think it's Dane Flavor on Twitch. I can't remember either. Yeah, I think it is. So yeah, I might do it on that shit. But
you wanna go ahead and shout out your PSN
yeah, but PSN is DJ D Dame, DJ D Dame, DJ DEEDAME. Yeah, that's my PS. I don't know if I can even change it. I made that shit fucking 6 years ago, yo. I don't know if I can even change that shit at this point in time. But yeah. How about yours? Shut your shit out, man.
Yeah, mine is gonna be. How about if y'all knew from the last podcast, I come up with some of the most difficult shit, and I get it now. I get it now. So
you get it. Hold on. You get what now? You get that is fucking difficult.
Yeah, like I be doing too much.
And I couldn't even find your shit. I couldn't find your name. I don't know. Maybe you have some kind of privacy thing on it, but people can't search for you.
Oh, I gotta change that then.
Yeah, because I couldn't find you.
Mine is who_want_smoke82. So WHO_WANT_SMOKE82.
Who wants smoke 82?
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yo, appreciate y'all checking us out, man. We definitely gonna do some more movie reviews, man. We're not sure what we're gonna watch next week. Maybe it could be Robocop 2, maybe it could be something else. Who the fuck knows, man? But just stay tuned. We'll be here, man. We So Classic TV. Blue Hall.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, my brother.
And we gonna say peace.
Peace. Cocksuckers.